Hey everybody, Johnny here at Good Life Fitness Village Mall. So today I'm going to go over video number 3, which is actually machine number 3 in our FitFix section of videos, okay? So with machine number 3, we're going to be working the back part of our legs, and machine number 2, we did the front part of our legs, our quads. So machine number 3 is going to do the exact opposite. It's going to do our hamstrings, which is right back here. You're also going to feel it in your calves a little tiny bit too as well, depending on the foot position you take. If you have your feet pointed up, you're going to feel it in your calves. If you have your feet pointed straight down, it's going to get a little bit more to hamstrings, not as much to calves. Okay, so a couple important points we want to remember about this machine is the same as machine number 2, is setting ourselves up with the red dot. Okay, so setting ourselves up with the red dot is always going to be our seat setting. Okay, so I'm going to come over and just adjust my seat setting. So I'm just going to adjust it just to make sure that I know it's in the right spot. And I'm going to say, anytime you're adjusting your seat settings, stand up, look at where you're putting it, and sit back down. That way it takes the guesswork away from it, and you know exactly where to put it, okay? So the next thing I'm thinking about is where I'm going to have my leg on this pad. We want to slide our legs in and have our Achilles tendon on this pad, which is just above our heel right here, okay? So in order to get that lined up, it's going to be our small, medium, large, extra large setting. Now I already know where my seat setting is. It's medium and small, okay? So from one machine to the next, your seat setting can vary, okay? So it's not going to vary a lot, but it could vary just a little tiny bit, all right? So the next thing I want to remember is a couple important points is that this actual seated leg curl is, there's a good benefit in it. If you have any type of lower back issue, this one allows you to keep your lower back supported. A lot of times when we're curling our legs back, especially when the sets get a little bit tougher or if the weight's a little bit heavier, we have a tendency when we're curling our leg back to want to arch our back. So the good thing about this machine is you can push yourself back into the machine, make sure your bum's not sliding out to keep your lower back supported, okay? So I'm going to come up to the machine, I'm going to give it a couple reps. And then any other important points as we go along, I'm just going to explain them. So the other thing you're going to notice is this pad, which essentially you want it to fit right on top of your quads comfortably. So usually if I'm coming up to this machine, I'm getting used to my settings, so I'm just going to take it, pop it up, and then essentially I could slide my feet in there, not putting myself in a hyperextension situation. A lot of times you're going to come up to the machine, you're going to see down in this position right here, which you'll have to slide your legs in on the pad, will then pull back on your feet, then putting your knees in a hyperextension situation. So just give it a little bit of a jiggle, it comes out nice and easy. You can pop it up, slide yourself nice and easy. You'll also notice there's a piece of metal right here, so just be careful when you're sliding your legs up that you're not going to hit your shin off this metal, okay? So I'm going to sit in, make sure my hips and bum are firm back against the pad, trying to keep good posture. I'm going to slide my leg up so you can see my Achilles tendon is fitting on the pad, okay? So then what we want to do is give this a little bit of a jiggle, because then it'll come out nice and easy. Drop it down to where it feels comfortable, but not so you're floating the stack, okay? Because that's a hyperextension situation, okay? So what we want to do is make sure we're holding ourselves in, feet hip width apart, which is straight down from your hips. We're going to do our lift tempo. 1, 2, pause, and then we're going to take our tongue on the way back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to feel a little bit of a stretch here. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so when we're done, we're just going to give this a little bit of a jiggle again, pop it up, put it in, and then you're in and out of the machine nice and easy. Okay, so if you'd like to learn any more about any of these machines, don't hesitate to either leave me a message on Facebook or via email, or you can also call me here at the club at 747-2500. My email is john.wheeler@goodlifefitness.com. Thanks very much.